Hey, what's going on, Transformers addicts? This is C-Spray, and I'm here yet again to do another Transformer review. It's been quite some time since my last Transformer review, so I thought I would do something a little bit different, something a little bit unique and in larger scale. This is an ultra-sized Transformer, which means it's a larger size, one of the larger ones, probably one scale or two scales smaller than the biggest size Transformer that there is today, aside from city Transformers and whatnot. But that's a whole another topic on its own, size classes. Maybe I'll do a video on it one day, who knows. But anyways, this guy's a larger size figure, repainted for the fourth time now, aside from a Japanese exclusive figure. This is Cybertron Scourge, repainted into Predacon Bruticus, which is homage to R.I.D, which is Robots in Disguise. There was a figure that was released there, and this is a repaint to resemble that character, which is kind of cool, and which is a good way of showing what this Transformers universe line is. A good way to use repaints, which Hasbro likes to do, and it just, stuff like this is kind of cool because it could add to your existing armies of whichever faction, Autobots or Decepticons. Okay, so this is the third retail repaint of this figure. There was also the normal one, which came out in 2005, and then there was a Cryo Scourge, an ice style one, which is all blue. I'll take photos, you can check them out. That came out about a year later, 2006 or so. And then there was this one, which is released in 2009-2010 era. And then there was also a Japanese exclusive, which was a Generation 1 Skylinks homage. So for this review, we're going to take a look at this guy. You can see electric sounds and lights. He comes with 3 little batteries, and like I said, ultra size class. It's a larger size figure. Got pictures on the sides, and you got the back of the package here showing the figure, and it says on there electric sounds. Tail becomes axe, 3-headed mode, dragon, robot mode, beast mode. Comes with a cyber planet key, which activates his features, and he has like a growling, roaring sound and stuff like that. So like I said, universe line. And it's kind of cool with this 25-year anniversary line. They repainted a bunch of figures, and they put different years that these figures are supposed to represent what series. So this, even though this figure came out in 2005, this mold, he's supposed to represent a character that came out in 2001. So, and then there's a little bit of a write-up on the side. You can check that out in my photos, and also the statistics. You can check that out in the photos also. So with that being said, my friends, we can now take Predacon Bruticus out of the package and release this beast, because he looks really cool, and I yet to open my Cybertron Cryo Scourge one, which I will. But anyways, let's take a look at this guy, open him up, and see what he has to offer. Alright, addicts, let's do this. Okay, so here we have out of the package, just a kind of before I take the twist ties off and whatnot, take it out of its encasing. It comes with instructions. Just want to show the contents of the package. Sometimes I forget to do that, and I just wanted to do it now and just get out of the way. And then we have this little advertisement for different movie toys. This came out at the same time when the movie did, roughly. This is 2009, movie came out in 2007, so Revenge of the Fallen, roughly. And inner stuff, and you can see Iron Man advertisement, first movie. So I'll just give you a little idea. Alright, let's take them out of the twist ties now. So with the twist ties off, and before I assemble it a little bit, this giant axe also acts as his tail, which I'll just show you how to do that now before I actually just do it for myself. And just quickly, we have a cyber planet key, or a force chip, Galaxy Force chip. This one's purple. Doesn't really signify anything unless just that he's a Predacon, which is purple insignia. As you can see, it has a purple insignia on top of his forehead there, and that also acts as features for this figure. So we can now just show you here, and just extend the piece here and just show you. It's like this, and then you can just bring it like that, and then you just pop this little purple port into his back tail piece here. You might want to just extend it, because this kind of goes in and out, as you can see, and then pulls out, and then now you can pop it on there, and it has freedom for his tail to fit. And it may just take you a few seconds, you know, you just gotta find the right piece. Just bend it out a little bit, pop it in there, and as you're trying to pop this in there, this whole bottom piece is going to want to pop back into the body, so you want to just hold the legs and this yellow piece at the same time, as you can see, and that way it's not going to go back in, and you can put the tail on there properly. As you can see, and this kind of just extended out, so of course with animal transformers it has 4 legs majority of the time, and at times it could be a little bit hard to balance it straight. But you got the tail in there, and then it has points of movement in the middle, and you can extend this out a little bit. That way it gives a little bit of some spike detail. It'd be cool if it bent one more at the tip, but it doesn't. And so that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's kind of a feature that I would explain later, but it's kind of a key point for many reasons. So we'll get it out of the way now. So let's take a look at the figure now with the tail on, and then now we will jump into transformation to robot, and then back to beast, and then show his articulation and gimmicks and accessories. I kind of showed you the accessories already, the chip and instructions in his tail acts as a weapon and whatnot in his tail. So where can we start to talk about this thing? As you can see, he's very stunning. Has a lot going on for him. Lots of spikes, and his colors are really far out. Dragons are always pretty cool. They tend to stand out no matter what they look like. Dragons are really awesome, and this thing's really big. It's a big figure. I'll show you comparisons in my photos. Let's talk about the colors. As you can see, colors are a little bit obscure. I do have the Robots in Disguise version of Bruticus, so I will show you what they look like in comparison also in my photos. But let's just take a look at the colors. And again, I'll show you, I also have the other 2 repaints of this, and I'll put those in comparison. You can check them out. So this thing, as you can see, is just very obscure. Yellow, purple, reds, burgundies, coppers. Lots going on with this thing. A lot of detail. Some parts you can't see, but there is a lot of detail in there, and it looks really, really nice all the way out. Lots going on this thing. And also, you can see his face, like I talked about the Predacon symbol. So you want to just take this force chip, or this energon chip, pop it in the back, because the transformation sounds. Also flips out the 2 heads, like I said, and now you have a 3-headed dragon, also known as a Hydra dragon, I guess. Nothing really much going on down here except for the spring-loaded chomping effect, and then a little bit of movement in the neck. And as you heard, he does roar, and his eyes light up, which also makes the Predacon symbol glow. And as you can tell, it also squeaks. You just push this button and it squeaks. Let's listen to it. I'm just kidding. That's the dog playing with their toy right now. It's kind of funny. But anyways, let's get on with this review. Let's push it again. You can see in the 3rd main head, the movement goes up and down at the neck, and the mouth can go in and out with some little bit of detailing in there. And you also open the mouth and it squeaks again, as you can see. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to cut and take the dog out of the room because it was cute but a little distracting. So, gimmicks, sounds I showed you. I guess we can show articulation for the dinosaur / dragon. Well, it's not really a dinosaur, but maybe in some senses it is. Okay, so anyways, we have the arms can rotate 360. And they move in and out at the midpoint of the arm, and also a little bit of movement on the feet. And the majority of this is also for robot arm articulation also. And you have, again, the movements of the heads. These go up and down, and they fold into the back. And if you want to fold the heads back, you have to kind of move some of the Hydra, actually bend these things, and then they fold back, and that way you can snap them into the side. And if you don't really do that, they're going to interfere with the main head, the horns on the side. It's going to get into it and possibly cause these to chip off, and you don't want that. So what else can I tell you now? The back legs also move 360, and they move at so 1, 2, 3 points on the leg, and these kind of hind pieces come out, and that's also part of the robot, and they don't really move. The claws don't really move. And then you got the tail, moves at 1, 2 points, and it does. And the tail moves at 1, 2 points, and it does detach like I showed you at the beginning of the review. So that's pretty much the articulation for the dinosaur. I keep calling it a dinosaur, the dragon. And you can really pose this however you want. Ooh, kind of scared the crap out of me there. So right now we're going to do transformation into robot mode. So all you want to do is detach the tail. That's going to be his axe. And now you want to bend down the legs like this, and then you can move the arms down. You can pull this chest piece out and flip this out. Now you can take the dinosaur dragon head, pull it down. I actually want to take this. It's kind of a cool mode. It kind of reminds me of Fing Fang Foom. Fing Fang Foom. It's kind of cool. Anyways, you take, again, just take this piece down. Just having a little fun there. Pull the head down, and then you can flip this up, and you can move that in proper place in a few seconds here. So you take the arms, as you can see. Take this, fold them out. Pull this out, and now pull this out, and then move this forward, and now you got a bit of the robot mode appearing, as you can see. And you can just pull these heels out. You can do this however you feel, however you want to do stuff first. I'm just doing it quickly here, so just save some time. Oh, as you can see, those pop off, so you might want to be careful. So this one I'll show you a little bit slower, and I'll go look for that piece in a second. So these pop up, as you can see, and then now you can just pull these around, close that, and now you have this fist. So, okay, so this is pretty much it, and then now you just want to finish it by pulling up his head, and just pop it up there. As you can see, it's right behind there, and then you just turn it around. Ooh. It's a little tight. Just give a little bit of effort. Don't put too much effort. You don't want to break it off, but it is on there pretty good. And just to mention, he's not this tall. His legs actually pop in there. Like I was showing you, they kind of pull out for the dragon mode, and then they go in more for robots. So he's not actually that tall. So there you have it. And just to show you how tall he is again, I'll show you more comparison photos in my photos when I add them to the review, so just check those out. Looking really cool, really tall, and as you can see, lots of spikes coming out of the side, and they're really in your face. Really nice looking. Dragon mode also acts as some armor with these side pieces, and also the dragon head in the front. Looks really nice, really cool. I really like the coloring. It's dark in the front. It kind of blends into a shiny metallic gold color. It looks really nice. And his head sculpt is really cool, even though it has a bright yellow with the orange on top. It's kind of bright and doesn't really look too menacing. It kind of takes away from the character's bio that's on the back of the package. So as you can see, he has like the teeth and the bottom lips kind of going upwards and looking really cool. Leading into his chest, again, the dragon head, and just some simple robotic features on the side. And going down, you can just lift this up. This acts like a loincloth. He's from Jungle Planet, well, the original figure is, and some of the features on here were supposed to be a primitive look, like a loincloth, and just more of earthly tones. So even though this is his robot mode, leading into his feet, he still has his dragon feet, which it's kind of weird, but at the same time it complements the figure in some senses. And that's pretty much it. You can see on the back here just a lot of robot kibble, very simple, a lot of yellow. And just to mention, even though the colors are a little obscure, I like the way they kind of blend in with each other. On the bottom here we got some brownish burgundy color leading into the gray, and then also the same kind of copperish tone on the side. And just before we transform him back into his dragon mode, I just want to show you his articulation for robot mode. His head can go forward and back, can rotate 360. Again, his arms can rotate 360. They go in and out. They go in and out at the elbow with a nice clicking sound at the shoulder and the elbow. Hands can't really go in and out. They're kind of locked by the forearm piece. They move just slightly, just enough. Same with this arm, everything's the same. Feet can go in and out at the ankle, in and out at the knee. The legs can rotate 360, but they're hindered by some of the dragon pieces in the back. And that's pretty much it. You can get some decent poses if you wish, but this guy looks more cool just standing there looking all brute, and looks like he's ready to kick some tailpipe. So right now we're going to transform him back into his beast mode, his dragon mode. So all you want to do, it's pretty simple. You just got to know where to start so things don't get into the way. So first up we're going to do his head. So you just want to rotate his head 180 facing back, and then just place it into the back crevice there. Next up, these heads are just going to pop up anyway, so you might as well just get those things out of the way. So next up, you're going to want to take these arms, bring them sideways. Now you just want to take his forearms, rotate them facing frontwards, where the purple claws are facing frontwards. Now we're just going to tuck in these fists. So you just want to take the forearm piece, pull it out. As you can see, take the fist, just place it inside the forearm, and then make sure it clips closed. Do the same with this one. Snappity snap. There you go. Next up, you're just going to take the dragon head. You might as well hold these two dragon heads back. Take the front one, bring the whole neck, and just bring it all up until it won't go any farther. And then you want to take the loincloth, unfold it, bring it up, clip it in there, and then just bring that forward. And then just, there you go. There's a sticker in there. You might, if you want, if you don't like that kind of stuff, you can just take some warm water. Just take a cloth with some warm water, just brush it on the sticker. That way it'll get warm and it'll get soft, and you can just scrape it off either with your nail or maybe like a X-Acto knife. If you can't find one, just use your nail. It's pretty simple. Okay, so and yes, he agrees. Okay, as you can see, the beast mode is now forming. Just take the legs and just bend them until they look all kind of compact. And now you can finish it up by taking the legs, and if you keep pushing that purple button, it's going to keep doing that, so just make sure you don't keep touching it, as I was. And take the bottom piece, pull it out until it can't extend any farther. You can now take his axe, which also was his tail, tuck the back piece in, pull the purple piece up, and then you can now do the same thing as we did earlier in the beginning of the review. Snap it in there, and there you go, that's his tail. And you can take these back heel pieces, pull them in, and that will act as the back hind claw. And there you go, his beast mode yet again. Looking really cool. Really scary and awesome looking. It looks great with either mini-cons or legend style figures, especially if they're larger figures and they're about this small. Put it beside this guy, and then now you got a scary looking dragon beside him. And that's pretty much it. We'll just take a quick look at this thing yet again, and then we'll just cut to the end of the review. Let's turn around 360. Looking really nice. Aside from the colors are a little obscure, the dragon mold is great on its own. If you can get all 3 or 4 with the exclusive, then you're set. So this has been the video review of Transformers Universe Predacon Bruticus, Cybertron Scourge from 2005 repainted into this character who's supposed to be representing a character from 2001 era. So this is C-Spray. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think of this figure. Please leave a comment and share this video with your friends on Facebook. Subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Alright, see you later.